Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the video for this lovely Sunday morning. I wanted to do a speed review on things I've had in my makeup bin for the past probably 3-ish weeks. Some of them are a little newer than others, but I've really gotten a feel for these products and I just want to do a series where I just kind of give quick speed reviews on products. So let's get right into it. I'm super excited. Please like and subscribe if you are interested in these kinds of videos. So the first item is this ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills Novu palette. These are the colors. I really love this palette. I think that it's great quality. The shades are really pretty. It comes up with some very nice makeup looks. So I'm really enjoying this, and I actually love the packaging of this too. It's kind of like a, I don't know, tweed feeling. Really pretty, loving it. The new Jaclyn Luxe Legacy palette. I think this was in collaboration with her mom. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is a really pretty eyeshadow palette. It's mostly all matte shades. You can see there's a row of shimmers. There's a lot of pretty tones. I enjoy this palette. It was very long lasting when I put it on the eyes. And I really like the colors. I think that it's a nice kind of everyday palette and easy reach. And I think Jaclyn did a really good job on this, this palette. So that was a nice purchase. And then the last eyeshadow palette, this is the Kendall and Kylie collab, I think. Yeah. And I think this is fairly newer as well. I picked it up at Ulta recently. And this is what the colors look like. It's an all matte palette. And I love these shades. This is also very good quality. It's a little bit dry of a formula, of a matte formula, but it's still easy to work with, easy to blend, very pretty shades. It's just a nice palette in general. This is a product I do not like. This is the Tatcha Silk Sunscreen. I'm not even going to open it because when you do, it spills everywhere. It just pours out at the top. And actually, you know what? I'm going to show you guys what this thing does. It's so frustrating. And look, the packaging wears off because of the way it comes out. See? I am not squeezing or anything. I'm just going to put it down and it's getting everywhere. It is the most frustrating packaging that I've ever encountered. And I almost got rid of this. The only reason I didn't is because I felt bad giving this to someone. For the sheer fact that it leaks, it's a waste of product. And now the packaging is damaged too. So this is not a love for me. I really am so disappointed with this product. I much prefer the other Tatcha sunscreen that they have. Here is another Jaclyn product. This is the extra loose highlighter. Oh, the shade is extra, but it's her loose highlighter. And I like the packaging of this, and I liked the highlight as well. It gives a really pretty but blinding highlight. I liked it, but I don't know if I loved it on my cheeks. If you can see, there is micro glitter in this. It's very shimmery. It's a little over the top for me. Not something I would wear every day. So I'm not like loving this, but I like it a little bit. Okay, a concealer I've been loving is the Faux Filter Concealer from Huda Beauty. I have the shade, I believe it's Meringue. This is a very pretty concealer. It's very full coverage. It just really makes your under eye perfect. I mean, I've never had a concealer that was full coverage do such a good job. I'm really enjoying this. I'm super just happy about it. I think it's the Luminous Matte Concealer. Okay, here is Tarte Exposed. This is a cheek stain. I believe this is limited edition, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure these are limited. They have 3 or I think 3 other colors. I love how this looks. This is a gorgeous shade. It's in the shade Exposed. I wear this pretty often, actually. My friend told me about it, and I've just been excited about it ever since I got it. I really do enjoy it. My only complaint is that it melts. If you see in the cap, I don't know why, but it just gets like oily or something. It's like the pigment separates from the stick. I'm not really sure, but my house is not warm by any means. We have it at 74 degrees in here. And so the makeup shouldn't really be melting. Nothing else does. So I'm not sure why that happens, but I like this as a product. I just don't know why it's doing that. Another stick blush is the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint in Proud Pink. This is another really stunning blush. I wore this the other day and I love it so much. I did try one of the more nude peachy shades, and that one did not last long, nor did it look good, but this color I think is really pretty, and I do want to try one of the darker shades to see if that is also like more pigmented, but these are really nice. I'm actually enjoying this color a lot. Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, the Beautiful Skin in the shade 2 Medium. I, so far, am enjoying this, but I will say this is more of a full glam kind of experience for me. It's a very kind of thick cream product, super pigmented. I literally barely put my hand in the pan, and look how much it gives you. It's just extremely like full coverage bronzer, very pigmented. So it is a little harder to work with because of that, but I do like the look it gives if I'm wearing a full face of makeup. If I want like a no makeup look, this is not the one I would reach for. I do see people having mixed feelings on this, and it's kind of a hot topic right now in the makeup community. I don't know. I like it. I'm not in love with it the way I am some of my other cream bronzers. Here is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Setting Powder. This is the matte one. I saw Allie Glines using this in a PR unboxing a few months back, and it just blurred and smoothed her skin so nicely, and I had to get it. I just needed it. I put it on and it blurs my skin so nicely. It's like a filter on my T-zone, and it's stunning, you guys. This is a really good powder. Another nice powder for blurring is the It by Pores. This is the translucent shade. It is the loose powder. I also have the pressed powder, but I like the loose one a lot. This is a very finely milled powder, and if you see, it just gives a filter effect with wrinkles, pores. Very, very smoothing. Love this. A powder for the under eyes that I've been using for a very long time. It's the Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightener in the shade, I think I have 1, which is the lightest. This is a really good brightening powder for under your eyes when you put on concealer and all that good stuff. And if you see, it does kind of brighten any area that you put it on. I don't think you have to just use it under your eye, but I do, and I really enjoy this for that area. I think that this is a great powder. I will say I like my Pat McGrath one better, but this one is like runner up, and it's a great loose version compared to a pressed version. This has been like the month of cream bronzers, it seems. This is the by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light. I wish they would have just named it what it is, which is a bronzer, a cream bronzer. This one is a very emollient, if you can see that, a very emollient, kind of like thin consistency, and it works really pretty on the skin, especially for a no makeup day. You can even see in the camera, like, it definitely is a more kind of balmy, thin consistency, but I really like that about it because it makes it super easy to blend, and it's also just an easier everyday reach, whereas the Charlotte Tilbury one, not so much an everyday bronzer in my opinion. So I enjoy this one a lot. I think that Mario did a great job with this. I do think the marketing for this and the powder were a little confusing, but you know, just read how to use them and that should help a lot. But basically, yeah, this is just a cream bronze. Another cream bronzer, I think this is the last one I have, the Lys Bronzer Stick in the shade Motivate. I did see some people mentioning the packaging's kind of annoying because when you put it on, you can hit it. I find the same thing with Hourglass packaging for their stick products, same kind of concept. And I don't mind it. I'm very careful with it. I find the concealer that this brand came out with to be much more of a pain as far as packaging goes compared to this bronzer stick. So anyway, this is a very pigmented bronzer. Very pigmented. The nicest thing about this though is how easy it blends. This one's a lot more warm toned than the other two I just showed you guys, but look how nice it blends out. It sort of just does its thing and it sits on the skin very nicely. It kind of blends into it. They're easy to grab for bronzer, so I'm loving this. Merit stick I've been using again recently, and I really enjoy this as a spot correcting stick or like concealing stick. This is another one that has annoying packaging. If you don't open it carefully, the side gets nicked. I don't mind at this moment because I had to swatch it for you guys anyway, but the fact that you can just nick the product is super annoying. Apart from that, I really enjoy this. I think this is a very good just correcting and concealing product. It's very creamy, very blendable. You don't get a lot for your money with this, but they did just come out with a new formulation, or not a new formulation, but new packaging, and you get more, and I think it's a little bit bigger. Not too much bigger, but a little bit. So I like this, especially for traveling. This is a great option. Another concealer kind of product is this Dior Backstage concealer. I have the shade 1CR. I saw some bad reviews on this, more than good. So I didn't know what to expect when I bought it, but I'm actually loving this concealer. I will say it's a very light coverage, kind of natural to luminous finish, but it's really pretty under the eye. It's very brightening, and it looks stunning with most makeups. I will say it's not great for a full face, like a full coverage look, but it's really great for those no makeup days or super like natural light coverage. This is a really great performer for that. So I like the Artist Couture Prep and Glow Blurring Perfecting Primer. This, I've had this for a while, and I'm actually trying to pan this. But this is a really nice primer. It actually does something. It really does blur, and it actually gives a bit of a illumination to the face as well. And I thought it was limited edition, but it's not. So you can still get this on Sephora. Okay, here is a product that I talked a lot of smack about. I said I didn't like it. It's the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I have the shade 16N. I said many times I didn't like it. It was too thick, too drying, just not my kind of product. And then I wore it the other day, and I was blown away at how good it looked. It just performed really well, and I don't know why. I am taking better care of my under eye area, so maybe that has something to do with it, but it didn't even look like the same concealer compared to when I tried it like 4 or 5 months ago. So I actually, right now, I don't have an opinion on this. I want to say I like it, but I didn't like it for so long that I can't really say. I will say that it is a more full coverage, thick concealer. That has not changed as far as how I feel about it, but it just performed better. It didn't crease, it didn't get clumpy, it was smooth, it lasted a long time, it stayed put, and it worked well with whatever products I used with it. This, I think, is a limited edition NARS cheek palette, and I don't know if it's still available, but I have been using it, so I feel like I need to share about it. But this is the High Profile Cheek Palette, and I believe this came out in December, I think for Christmas. And this is what it looks like. It has a highlighter, and then it has kind of more of like these bronzy, deeper blushes, and then these more sort of fun, brighter blushes. I actually used the highlighter, which I think NARS does really good highlighters. It is a little dark on me, but I'm tan right now, so I can use this. In the winter time, definitely can't though. And then I took these 3 shades and I mixed them all together, because I find that to just be easier with palettes like this sometimes, to just take them all and just swirl them all together, and it actually gave a really cool blush look. It was very dimensional. It was just a very pretty look, and of course it was a great formula. NARS, I think, does some of the best formulas, so if you can find this, I would get it. A foundation that I've been trying to get more use out of, I hope to use this up eventually, because it is getting a little bit old, but it's the Luminous Foundation from ABH. I have the shade 140N. This is a really pretty luminous foundation. It's medium to full coverage. You can build it up. It has a pump. It is a really pretty makeup look whenever I use this, and it's such an easy product. I don't have to fight with it to apply it. It blends well. It lasts all day. It just looks really pretty every time I wear it, and so I really want to use this up. I think I'm to about like here. So I'm going to put in some work, and I'm going to get that done. Makeup Forever Pro Bronze is what I've been going for recently. This is much more of a natural to luminous bronze look, and it's actually a little hard to swatch. Like you can't, oh, you can see it. I was going to say sometimes you can't really see it, but it does sheer out It's a little bit more of a warm tone, kind of goldeny undertone bronzer, but I think it looks beautiful every time I reach for this. And it is one of the top rated bronzers, so I'm happy to have this and I'm happy to use it. All right, we're coming to an end with products that I've been using. I did just post a video on products that I gave speed reviews on. That was more of a try on and it was newer products, so you can go check that out. This is more of like a full collection speed review, just things that aren't necessarily new, but I use or have been using. So this is the Revlon So Fierce Big Bad Lash. This is really pretty, you guys. This is such a good mascara. I have been loving this. It gives me the effect that the Marc Jacobs At Lashed gave, which is no longer available. This is very similar to that. It has a very thick wand. It volumizes, it lengthened. It gave not really a curl, but it kind of just at the ends gave a little lift. But this is really pretty, and it's an affordable mascara. I don't really believe in buying high-end mascaras because they all basically do the same thing. All right, the ABH Brow Definer in Ebony. This is a really nice chiseled brow pencil. I love using this. It's just easy, and you can really get the ends of your eyebrow to get those like nice hair strokes. This one's a little thicker. I have thicker brows anyway, so I mean, I like that it's a bit of a thicker point. You can see that there in the swatch, but it looks really nice on the lashes or on the brows. And then it has the spoolie as well. So this is a classic. You know, I mean, ABH is known for the brow stuff. She started with brows. So I think that this is a product you can't go wrong with. A little eyeshadow palette that I wanted to pull back out and use was the Natasha Denona Mini Retro. And I love this for these kind of green shades here, but also these like more dusty mauve, pinky mauve shades. I was really disappointed when the full size came out and it didn't relate to this at all, in my opinion. Here is the the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Spotlight. It's a highlighter. I ripped the applicator off because I think it's disgusting the way that these are packaged. I absolutely can't stand the fact that that's how they are done. I think she was coming out with new packaging for these, I thought. I don't know. Maybe not. But anyway, this is a very blinding highlighter, but it looks really pretty when you put it on. I put on a lot for this swatch, but when you blend it into your cheek, it looks very natural. It looks like lit from within kind of glow. That was a very aggressive swatch, so it doesn't look that crazy when you wear it. That's just because I put a shit ton on my arm. Okay, and then this is the iconic London Sheer Bronze in the shade Golden Hour. I love this. I used this a lot last summer and I pulled it back out because I still love it just as much as I did. And it just gives a very natural bronze. It's very watery, very emollient, very like liquidy, but that's what makes it so kind of sheer and natural looking. It doesn't look over the top or fake when you're wearing it. So I like this one a lot. I wear this even when I have no makeup base on. If I'm just having like, there's some shimmer in it because of my swatch. Don't mind that. But I wear this when I don't have anything else on my face, and I think it looks really good. Then the last product, I'm trying to pan this one as well. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Color Corrector in the shade 2, which is like a darker peach. I'm trying to pan this one because it is very well loved. I use this a lot. It's a great color corrector. Probably my #1 favorite next to the Bobbi Brown potted one. But this is just stunning. It does a great job at concealing my very, very bad dark circles and any kind of discoloration under the eye area. And I even use this on my cheeks where there's some acne scarring, and it covers that really nicely as well. So these are great. They are pricey, but of course, because it's Charlotte Tilbury, I love them. I think they are worth it. Okay, guys, so that is going to do it for today's speed review roundup of makeup I've been using over the past month. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. If you want really in-depth reviews on any of these things, please let me know below, because I can do Instagram posts, and on those Instagram posts I can give way more details. I just kind of wanted to give a general idea of these things here on YouTube. But if you really want to know, you know, like super detailed, in-depth reviews all about the product, that kind of thing, then definitely let me know below and I will do a post on it. So thank you for watching. Again, please hit that subscribe button and I will see you in my next video. Bye.